Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I want to take a point of personal privilege. Photojournalism is one of the underappreciated aspects of the media. We take it for granted. One of the Hill's preeminent photojournalists is retiring, I think, Thursday.
Welcome back to the Constitution Corner, the channel where we stand up for faith, freedom, and the future of this great constitutional republic. Before we dive in, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so big tech can't bury the truth. It helps us beat the algorithm and keep the truth alive. We're fighting for America one view at a time.
Thursday, Ms. Becky Hamill. We've seen her around here a lot. We've certainly seen her work product, which is extraordinary. She's a proud graduate in photojournalism from Syracuse. We hope she'll come back and see us, and I wanted to recognize her fine work and thank her for giving so much to the American people. Second, Mr. Chairman, Madam Ranking Member, I want to thank you and all the members of this committee for the bipartisanship. I hope we will all chase Senator Thune, our majority leader, like a dog to the tree line, get him to bring this bill up on the floor. Senator Warren and I want to talk briefly about one provision. Senator Warren and I have a provision in this bill that would, I think, help generate housing in America. The most stunning statistic to me is the fact that the median age of a new homeowner, first-time homeowner in America today is 38. That's almost 40 before you can afford a home. It hasn't been that many years ago that the median age was 29. We've got a problem. Now, housing is only tangentially a federal issue. It's really an issue for local government. Local government decides, for example, how to zone the land within its jurisdiction. That's good and that's bad, but I respect federalism. So I don't think we need to be telling our friends in local government how to increase the housing stock. I do think that we should use our role, which is to provide the money in a way that incents local government to build more houses. We give $2.3 billion a year in HUD grants to local government for things like housing, sewer, infrastructure, water. $2.3 billion a year. Under Senator Warren and I's proposal, if you increase your housing stock over a 5-year period, you will get extra money. Here's the other side of that coin. If you don't increase your housing stock over a 5-year period, more specifically, if you fall below the median point compared to other states, then you're going to lose 10% of your money. And we're going to take that 10% of the money from those states that don't reach the median and give it to those states that do. Before my friends in local government get their bowels in an uproar, we're not telling you how or even if to increase housing. That's up to you. I don't want to get in the zoning business. We are telling you that over a 5-year period, you're going to be compared to your peers. And those of you who surpass your peers are going to get extra money. Those of you who don't are going to lose the money, and we're going to give it to those states and local governments who do. I think it'll have a big impact.
Thank you. We'd love to keep our statements to about 2 minutes. Senator-
How long was mine? Well, hell, I spent 3 minutes thanking you.
Yes, sir. That's why you had 4 minutes.
Now, today we're reacting to a Senate speech from Louisiana Senator John Kennedy, and folks, you'll want to hear this one. It's got everything: a heartfelt tribute to one of America's finest photojournalists, and a bipartisan housing proposal with Senator Elizabeth Warren. Yes, you heard that right. John Kennedy, conservative firebrand, teamed up with none other than Senator Elizabeth Warren. So let's unpack this: the good, the questionable, and what it means for we the people. First off, Senator Kennedy starts by taking a moment to honor Becky Hamill, a photojournalist retiring after years of dedicated work on Capitol Hill. Now, folks, I may not always agree with the corporate media, but credit where credit is due. Journalism, when done right, is crucial to holding power accountable. Senator Kennedy praised her work and her education from Syracuse University. I'll say this: in an era of fake news and media bias, it's refreshing to see a conservative Republican take a moment to honor someone's dedication to truth through photography. That's the America I know, where we can disagree but still show respect. Now here's where it gets interesting. Senator Kennedy pivots to what he calls the most stunning statistic: the median age of first-time homebuyers in America is now 38. Folks, that's a disaster. Back when this country still had common sense, that number was in the 20s. You know why it's gone up? Inflation, regulation, taxes, red tape. Democrat-led cities strangling the free market with overbearing zoning laws and woke housing policies. People can't afford homes because our economy is broken and big government is in the way. But here comes the kicker. Kennedy and Warren have teamed up on a proposal that would tie HUD funding to housing stock increases. So, in short, if local governments build more housing, they get extra money. If they don't, they lose 10% of their HUD grants. Now, as a conservative, I've got mixed feelings here. On one hand, I absolutely agree with holding local governments accountable. For too long, cities have mismanaged federal funds and delivered nothing in return. If you're going to take our tax dollars, you better produce results. But here's where the line gets blurry. This plan incentivizes local governments to expand housing stock, which sounds good. But it opens the door to federal pressure and manipulation of local zoning. And that, patriots, is where the red flag goes up. Kennedy says, "We're not telling you how to zone. But you and I both know how this works. The federal government doesn't just nudge, it eventually shoves." This sets a dangerous precedent for federal overreach into local governance, and worse, it gives the DC swamp another excuse to reallocate your tax dollars from red states that value property rights to blue states that vote for failed policies over and over again. And here's what really gets me: why are red states constantly punished and blue states constantly bailed out? Now look, I respect Kennedy. He's sharp, plain-spoken, and usually dead-on when it comes to defending liberty. But this team-up with Elizabeth Warren has got me raising my eyebrows. Because we know how the left operates. They take a good idea, twist it into a power grab, and turn it into socialism light. Don't get me wrong, housing is a serious issue. Our young people can't buy homes. Families are struggling. But the solution isn't more centralized funding formulas or more bureaucratic carrot-and-stick games. The solution is cutting red tape, ending the Fed's insane monetary policy, lowering taxes, and letting the free market breathe again. You want more housing? Get government out of the way. And as for Kennedy's call to chase Senator Thune like a dog to the tree, well, at least that's vintage Kennedy. Colorful, gutsy, unapologetic. I just hope he's not chasing the wrong tree. In the end, this speech is a perfect reflection of where we are in America. Even our most trusted conservative senators feel like they have to compromise with radicals like Elizabeth Warren to get something done. That's not compromise, that's surrender. Let's build housing, yes. But let's do it the right way, through freedom, not federal control. Through state innovation, not federal coercion. Through individual liberty, not bureaucratic handouts. That's what the Constitution Corner stands for. If you agree, share this video. Drop a comment below. And most importantly, like and subscribe. Help us keep the fight for liberty alive. We're not just reacting here, we're building a movement. One patriot at a time. We are the Constitution Corner, where Americans' root guides its future. Until next time, stand strong, speak truth, and may God bless the United States of America.